Look like what happened to Hightower. He said just got loose.
Yep, and then just, Indianapolis
gets away. Tyler Reddick's got the push and Ty Dillon. We've seen that bottom lane is just a sitting duck on the restarts. 3 wide down into turn 3 again. And the one car. Oh, we got one around. Ty Dillon into the one, hard into the wall.
Wow. Elliott Sadler caught up the one car. And a lot more damage. Cars getting into the grass, and we know that there's so much moisture in the grass, tearing cars apart.
Pro for the start, but just didn't get going. He was backing up, and here he is 3 wide. The 42 of John Hunter makes a nice pass around the outside, and almost like the air just pulls the 3 around. He spins out basically by himself in the middle of 3 wide. As he comes around, he makes contact with the 1. This shot right here, look at the safer barrier. Elliott Sadler up. Man, that's a hard impact. It's safer barrier doing its job. Was giving these cars are running 5th and 7th by himself at the bottom.
16 of Ryan Reed also got caught up in this. Got tagged by the 1 right there.
There's the 12. So the 12 didn't spin. You already see the damage. That tells me that came from the grass.
And we'll ride along with it.
On a 0-0 outside line. Here comes the run behind you. Big run behind you. Still 3 wide. Clear high. Inside. Inside. Oh, we were screwed there.
That's Brett.
You're going to see he's right here at the top of your screen. It looks like he goes to the bottom of the racetrack. I'm not sure if he got pushed or was just going there to make a move. You see instantly the damage that the mud and the wet grass do to the front of this race car. He comes all the way in, and then you mentioned it. Driver's side into the safer barrier, which turns the car dead right. And this is where I was hitting you on the leg because I was worried. Look at this right here, back into traffic.
Close.
Oh, man, luckily Ryan Sieg right here, Ryan Reed, Chase Briscoe, Joey Gase, all doing a wonderful job of paying attention at this point, avoiding him. There's a lot of potential for another heavy impact.
Also in there, Joey Gase able to avoid.
Well, this is going to be a better look at it right here. So we see Custer on the top of the racetrack. He's just takes a left like he's going to get a run on the 22. And I don't think he has any idea that the 19 of Brandon Jones is underneath him. That is a long ways from the spotters, Jeff. Maybe he just didn't have great communication to make that move.
Yeah, I think with 29 to go, it's just, we talked about it before this restart, that you're going to have to make some very aggressive moves. And, I think that's what he's doing. I think he's just trying to push the energy a little bit, trying to make a move, and it just wasn't a hole there.
One of the difficult things about this racetrack being so big, and obviously the trees and everything in the infield, they're beautiful, but it makes it difficult for spotters to see these cars and to clear them.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting here in the pagoda with a great view, and we can see the front stretch in turn 4, but with the trees, I can't really see the entrance to turn 3. I mean, I have a clear line of sight, but the trees are in the way. This right here from the onboard is going to be a great shot.
All clear, all clear. 19 coming with you, inside now. 21's coming to help you. 19 hit you there, spinning. Correct, guys, 19 running us there.
Well, you heard a spotter saying all clear.
On a shove for Chase Elliott out into the lead. And now is a hornet's nest behind him. Here's Christopher Bell to the inside of Justin Allgaier. Look out, Ryan Preece is around. He'll hook them up. Oh, what a hellacious spin to the inside of turn number 2. Ryan Preece going for a wild ride off the second corner.
And back there we saw him catch, it looks like the tire barriers. Caught it at a bad angle, almost tore the right front of that car completely.
The 42 is inside the 18, no doubt. They go into turn 2. There's a gap between them right here. The 42 looks loose, though. They both look loose. The 42 goes up the racetrack, and around goes the 18. And right here, it's just real estate. He needs more real estate, and that tire is there for a reason. You see the other option was the end of a wall, even with safer barriers. That's tough when you look at facilities that are used for multiple reasons. There's entries and exits with road courses and such. I'm like, exactuation. But if you look, both cars are loose. I mean, right there, the 42 wiggles, but there's no contact. You have to ask yourself, these cars are creating a huge wake. Think of a boat. They're not driving canoes. They're driving like freightliners, big cargo ships. The wakes off these things are unbelievable. That's why the draft works. That's why the race is what you are seeing today with this drafting and the passing. The negative to that is when you get in that bumpy water, And it could be trouble, and that rough air obviously spun the 18 out.
Ryan Preece in the 18, scheduled to be in the
43's in the wall in turn 3 here. Spinning down in front of cars. Oh, contact. 51 couldn't get slowed down enough. Cloud, I believe.
So Bubba Wallace in the 43 initiates this, and then the 51 slides into him. And David Starr.
Watching this coming down into turn 3, Bubba got loose, got turned by someone coming down and got through the. Exactly what Bubba does. I'm not sure how this happened or why he must have touched the brake pedal, noticing no brake pressure, and just immediately turned left. All 4 tires were up on the car as he was sliding by, so it didn't blow a tire and make that turn. That had to have been a driver input. And, you know, it's a very scary situation. He tried to defuse it. Kelly.
And when Bubba Wallace just been...
Next car goes to position number 3.
I have to imagine when Matt Kenseth took the opportunity to come back and drive these race cars. Oh, we got a crash off of turn 2.
Big wreck involved. You see the 47 as well as the 88s. So A.J. Allmendinger in the 47. A lot of damage.
Looks like Allmendinger's loose underneath the 88. They get together and head into the fence. Heavy contact with the right rear quarter panel for the 88.
That was a fight for 16th, Junior.
Look at the 41. Kurt Busch and the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse splitting the 2 spinning race cars.
Another look as
they
catch the wall. Yeah, the 47 just got into the back of the 88. Both of them sliding into that outside wall, and then a hard contact for Allmendinger on the inside wall.
You know, Rick, safer barriers are getting their workout here in Indianapolis, but the first racetrack to have them. Great safety innovation. The first track that NASCAR goes to that had safer barriers here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
You don't want to test them, but they've been tested a couple of times already.
Came into the community. There's no caution. Caution right now on the racetrack.
And we got a car spun off of turn 2. 23 car.
J.J. Yaley.
Looks like he's got a flat tire of some kind of an issue there.
3 of Yaley. An air issue?
Yeah, just inside another car. We've seen this, how fast these corners are. You need all the downforce, all the side force, and it looks like underneath that other car, the 23 loses the grip. JJ spins around and makes slight contact with the tire barrier.
Yeah, the car he's lapping there. LaJoy is
catch the 14, and even without
there's a
caution.
crash into short chute of turn 3 and 4.
Big crash there.
There's the caution.
Caution comes out. Landon Castle involved.
Heavy damage on the 00 of Landon Castle.
So he was running 28th. Also,
you see Jeffrey get loose. It's just side by side through the corner is tough here, and it takes the side force off of the inside car. And if you're in that car, you have to be ready and know that, and try to anticipate it. Hard to do though.
And what a huge impact from both of those cars. You see the 00 Landon Castle kind of got squeezed into the wall, and both of those guys hit really hard.
we've already seen Jeffrey Earnhardt climb out of the 96.
Look at this right here. It just squeezes Castle. That is a major impact for both drivers.